you know, I start getting angry texts and stuff like that. He calls my mom while, you know, pops up at my mama's house while my grandma was there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, he just started being extra. 10 minutes, she told me it would take 10 minutes to break my heart. Oh no, she didn't. For the living, I'ma drown in my sorrow. What's up, mermaids? It's your favorite mermaid. I am back with story time, y'all favorite. So I am doing revenge on my ex. Are y'all ready? I know y'all been waiting on it, so here y'all go. I was at the gas station and I did not have my contact lenses in this night. My friend that was with me, she was basically my eyes and my ears. And this guy approached me and he was basically like, hey, I think you're nice looking. I think we should hang out, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. We exchanged numbers and it was just, you know, whatever from there. I asked my homegirl, I'm like, you know, was he nice looking? Was he cute? She's like, yeah, he's cute. I'm like, okay, what his shoes look like? Did he have on nice shoes? And she was like, yeah, he had on nice shoes. He was cool looking. So me, her, and then one of her friends had ended up linking up with him and his two friends. We all had a good time. We pretty much vibed. We vibed to where I was like, okay, I'll link up with dude again. He's pretty cool. So after, you know, a few more visits with my homegirls, I was like, okay, I like him enough to where I can link up with him by myself. All the times I had put up on him by myself, like we just got closer and closer and closer. And eventually, like, he asked me, do you want to be my girlfriend? But I would always turn him down. After that, based off his attire, he was like, I don't know, he was kind of flashy. Not with jewelry, but just with his clothes. Like, everything was designer. So I automatically assumed that he had a lot of female friends. You know what I'm saying? So I always be like, nah, I'm cool. You know, let's just be friends. Let's just be friends. Maybe about the 5th or 6th time he asked me to date him, I said yes. But twice I warned this dude and I had told him, I said, if you do anything to play me, I'm coming for your shoes, your car, your clothes, anything that you love, anything valuable to you, I'm coming for. And I meant that. He would always say, okay, I would never do that to you. You know, you're like an angel to me. I just want to give you the world, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, let me give dude a chance, because, you know, we've been vibing. I feel comfortable around him. He's comfortable around me. He's opening up to me. I'm opening up to him. Like, anywhere you would see him, I would be vice versa. Like, we was always together. Oh yeah, my cousin called me one day while I was at work, and she was like, hey, who is this girl on his page on his Instagram? He made her his WCW. So I'm like, okay, let me get on there and see. So you know, I hang up with her. I get on there and I see some girl. And, you know, I'm just like, okay, I ain't really tripping. I'm just telling him to take it off. I called him. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? Who is that on your Instagram page? So he was like, oh, is this a nobody? I only did that because she made me her MCM on her page not too long ago. Basically, he made it seem like it was just a favor for favor type of thing. So I'm like, oh, yeah, that's cute or whatever, but take it down. So he ends up taking it down as soon as I asked. So I didn't think nothing of it. I wasn't tripping. About 6 months later, this girl wrote him a tweet. She had tweeted him, and you know, since she had tagged him in it, it popped up on my page, and I just felt like it was an inappropriate tweet, you know, especially towards a man who was not single. So I had an issue with it. Also, go check out my other video, how to treat a side chick. This is great advice. But back to the story. But yeah, so I didn't say nothing to her. I went to him and I'm like, hey, what's up? Who tweeted you this? Who tweeted you that? He like, that's nobody. That's just a Twitter chick, and I don't know her. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I think he deleted the tweets or deleted her from Twitter. I can't remember, but it disappeared. After the tweet, a couple of days later, I noticed the same girl was on his Instagram page. So he moved her off of Twitter. So then now they were interacting on Instagram. So she was just putting, like, you know, little nasty tongue out the mouth emojis. So, you know, I go to him and I'm like, hey, ain't that the same chick? I thought you said you didn't know her. So he's all, I don't know her. So he deletes the comments off of Instagram, all this and all that. And this is when our relationship started to turn upside down, because this is when I'm like, I'm about to put my investigating pants on. You know, I started doing a little research here, research there. Not too much, you know, but just enough to, you know, figure some stuff out. I didn't even really have to do much to figure everything out. I think I made one comment, and I can't say it. I don't even want to say the comment because I want to get paid for this video. But I made one comment that kind of like ruffled her feathers a little bit, and then that was like when she approached me on Twitter, and I gave her my phone number, and I didn't, not to fight her, like I just wanted to get her side, see what she was talking about, and then, you know, see what he was talking about. She instantly was like, no, I had no clue y'all was together, and she just was playing the clueless role. So I'm like, you know, I listened to the rest of the rah-rah, you know, just to see, you know, what she was gonna say. I was interested. And as a matter of fact, I was at work, and I left work early that day, and I pulled up to his house, right? And then I pull up to dude's house after I get off the phone with the girl and I leave work. I pull up to his house, and she does tell me that she was at his house. She was like, I just spent the night over there. I pulls up over there, you know, he's there, and I see an overnight bag, and I see some female shoes next to the bag. And so I ask him, I'm like, who bag is that? And he's like, oh, that's my niece's bag. I'm like, nah, you lying. And I think I had the phone in my pocket or whatever, so I believe she heard everything. Yeah, she got pissed to where she hung up the phone with me, and I had the phone in my pocket so she could hear what he was saying. And she started calling his phone, and I'm like, answer the phone. So he's standing there looking stupid. I'm letting him know everything that she had just told me, and I'm like, dude, I know she was over here. That's her bag. She just told me about that. She told me, you know, she spent the night over here. My feelings were so hurt. I had punched him in his mouth, but it was just like, I wasn't thinking. It was just out of hurt. It was out of anger. By the grace of God, he did not hit me back. And after I hit him, I instantly started crying, you know, so he wouldn't try to, I mean, I never felt threatened by a dude, nothing like that. He was always nice and gentle and stuff with me, but it's like, I didn't never punch him in the mouth either. So he takes my phone, and so I wouldn't leave. I think he held it for like maybe 30 minutes. You know, I go home, you know, at this point I'm in my room, I'm really sad, feelings is hurt, all that. And I think he was still trying to text me a little bit, apologizing and stuff like that. Yeah. So, and he even responded to me to one time. He was just like, I don't know what you want me to say, fight her. When he told me to fight her like I was some chick off the street, like, bruh, come on now. So I ended it. Okay, so that's the breakdown on why I had to get revenge on that. So let me tell y'all why I am the GOAT. And of course, you know, after it happens, I'm still getting on his page. Then I get on old girl page, and of course, you know, every little chance she gets, she telling every little move. I'm like, dang, you just hurt my feelings, and you still messing with this chick. So I took that upon myself to get a little revenge. I always got some type of SUV. I bagged in the driveway, honey, and I knock on the door, right? So dude worked at a place to where, you know, he was always having problems with his dress code. You know, he always was getting sent home because he was wearing this or he was wearing that. Okay, so I went to go knock on the front door, right? Boom, boom, boom. I knock on the front door. So I'm like, I act like I'm on the phone with my ex. I act like I'm on the phone with him. So I'm like, you know, hey, such and such, you know, blah, blah, blah's at work, and he's having problems with dress code. Can I please go down to his room? He asked, could I go down to his room, pick him out some clothes, and I'm going to drive him up to his job. So his dad is instantly like, of course, Ray, no problem. I go down to the room. I got the belts, the shoes, clothes, some watches, all that. I had on leggings, and I had like a cami on, basically a shirt like that. I had on that. That way the dad wouldn't be like, oh, well, yeah, well, she did have a bag. Like, I had nothing. So I quietly go to the door. I go to his door downstairs where it leads to my car, which is parked in the driveway, right? I take them belts, roll them up, put them in the bag. I slid them on the outside of the house. I took like 4 boxes of shoes, slid them on the outside of the house, stacked them up. I took like 2 of his watches, stacked them on top of the shoes, and I was out of there. I just wanted to take a little something. You know, I just wanted to do something to where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get you back, because I know he loved that stuff, so I feel like we will be even. You know, I go back upstairs. I leave back upstairs. I'm like, all right, Mr. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you. I'm gonna take the clothes up there. I run down the stairs. Bop! Driver's side. To open that back door, I'm loaded. Everything I took out of dude's room, I'm loading into my back seat. So I drive off. I'm like, oh, snap. You really went in there and did that. So I think this was like a Thursday, right? So my intentions and my plans were to get real fine and cute on Friday and Saturday, go to all the little hood spots and sell that stuff. And it wasn't even about the money. It was just I wanted to make him feel the pain that I was feeling somehow. And I mind you, I told dude I was gonna do this to him if he tried to play me. I'm checking Twitter, and I'm trying to make sure that he didn't go to his house and his room and see anything missing. I basically knew for a fact he was still at old girl house because that's what she was saying on Twitter. So I took that time to pull up at his house, right? I'm getting more upset. I'm like, I gotta get him back for this. I'm like, Mr. Such and Such, Mr. Such and Such, I left my debit card over here last night. Is it okay if I go and run and grab and I'll be out your hair? So he's like, yeah, come on in, go down there and find it. So 2 days in a row, I made it happen. Start finding more clothes, I grabbed some more shoes. He had just got some crispy shoes. And you know, stacked some more shoes up on the side of the house. This time though, ladies and gents, I had help with me. I had one of my close friends and I had somebody else. We literally are forming a assembly line. Like, I'm in the dude room. I got the shoe, I'm giving it to her, she giving it to whoever, and then they put it in my car. We had to be quick so, you know, the daddy wouldn't get too suspicious. Everything's in the car. I hurry up, jet back upstairs. Thank you, I found my debit card. I'm out. See you later. And then like 3 days after that, he didn't even notice that the stuff was missing because he was still at old girl house. Maybe a week later, I say, he sent a text to my phone like, hey, have you seen my belts? And you know, I think I didn't respond or something like that. So he ends up calling me and he was like, have you seen my belts? Have you seen my belts? And I'm like, I'm just quiet on the phone, not saying a word, not saying nothing. He starts screaming like, what did you do with my stuff? Where's my stuff? I paid for that. So I just hung up in his face. He ends up going to my best friend's job after that because he couldn't find me. You know, I was out somewhere kicking and living my best life. And he's circling the parking lot 30 times trying to see if I'm going to pull up there. And honestly, I was on my way up there to visit her. And she calls me and she's like, don't come up here, oh dude going crazy, he's circling the parking lot, yada yada yada. So I instantly, you know, turned the other way. So then she calls me back and was like, he got in my face talking about, I know you know where my stuff is. So that's when all that scary stuff went out the window. Cause I'm like, nah, you're not about to get in my best friend's face or whatever. So I call him and I'm like, you need to go apologize to her. So he's like, where's my stuff? I said, well, you'll get your stuff back when you apologize. So I end up going to the house. Everything that I had took in the house and unloaded, I put in the hatchback. So I'm like, all right, I got to get this stuff out. So one of my homeboys, he's like, hey, I know somebody that want, I think he said like 2 pair of shoes and 3 belts, and they ready to give you $650 for it. So I'm like, yeah, tell them pull up. I sold as much stuff as I could, that night, and woke up the next morning. And then that's when I got cute. I ended up going to like barbershops, the liquor stores, gas stations, anywhere I knew a bunch of dudes would probably be, car washes. Then I became the B word. That's why I'm like, boy, please. Time flew past and, you know, he just dropped it. I guess he figured like I can't do nothing to get him back. So I just thought I'd tell y'all this story because I thought it was hilarious now. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Have a good day.